It's the year 1989. Kevin Flynn, the brilliant CEO of NCOM, is telling his young son a story. Not just any story, but one about a digital world he created called the Grid. Flynn explains how, in his youth, he designed the Grid, a dazzling, digital universe full of wonder. There, he met a powerful program named Tron who became his ally, showing him the beauty of disk battles, high-speed light cycles, and endless possibilities. But Flynn had duties in the real world. So, to help manage things inside the Grid, he created CLU, a copy of himself, programmed to build the perfect system. Together, Flynn, CLU, and Tron worked to make the Grid a place where information was free. At some point, they even discovered something miraculous inside the Grid, but Flynn doesn't reveal what it was. He promises to finish the story another day. Soon after, tragedy strikes. News reports announce that Flynn has vanished without a trace. The NCOM board members, eager to take back control, say his behavior became unstable after the loss of his wife. But they're not to be trusted. Flynn's parents step in to raise his son, Sam, a boy who grows bitter, believing his father abandoned him. 20 years pass. Sam Flynn is now grown. One night, he rides through the city streets and sneaks into the NCOM tower. With a custom device, he hacks the door, slips inside, and heads straight for the company's mainframe room. He breaks in and starts hacking the central computer, unaware that he's triggered an alarm and a guard is already on the way. At the same time, NCOM's board holds a press conference to launch their latest product, a secure operating system that will soon hit the market. But they plan to sell it for profit, completely ignoring the company's original vision. Alan Bradley, Flynn's old friend, protests. This isn't what Flynn would have wanted. But the board dismisses him. Suddenly, a video of Sam's dog appears on all the company monitors. Then the system crashes. Chaos erupts when it's revealed that someone has leaked the OS online for free. It's Sam. He escapes the room just in time, but a guard chases him to the roof. With nowhere to go, Sam jumps and opens a parachute, only to get tangled on a traffic light. He struggles, breaks free, and lands on a taxi. The driver doesn't stop, so Sam eventually tumbles off right into the hands of the police. Later, Sam posts bail and returns to his home, a retrofitted shipping container turned into a minimalist apartment. Soon, Alan visits him and congratulates him on his latest prank. Apparently, Sam sabotages NCOM every year on the anniversary of his father's disappearance. Alan then shares something strange. He just received a message on his old pager. The source? Flynn's office, above his abandoned arcade. The number hasn't been active in 20 years. Still angry, Sam brushes it off. But Alan insists. The night before Flynn vanished, he told Alan he'd made a life-changing discovery. Alan doesn't believe Flynn just disappeared. He thinks something happened to him. Sam remains skeptical and asks Alan to leave. But before going, Alan hands Sam the keys to the old arcade. Later that night, feeling a pang of guilt, Sam heads to Flynn's arcade. The place is dusty and abandoned, frozen in time. Sam plays a round of Tron, but when the coin drops straight through the machine, he notices something strange. Markings on the floor. Curious, he moves the game cabinet and discovers a hidden door. It leads to a secret control room deep beneath the arcade. Inside, Sam boots up the computer, searching for answers, unaware that he's activated a powerful laser behind him. Without warning, it fires. Sam is digitized in a flash of light and transported into the Grid. Disoriented, Sam finds himself in a sleek, glowing world of energy and structure. Before he can process anything, digital guards arrive and capture him. Mistaking him for a rogue program, they throw him in with other prisoners. A strange transport ship arrives, delivering them to a system worker who decides their fate, derezed, deleted, or sent to the games. Sam is sent to the games. Sam is then taken to the armory, where robotic sirens remove his clothes, suit him in sleek armor, and attach an identity disc to his back. One of the sirens, named Gem, whispers, "Survive." He's led to the Disc Wars arena, a deadly gladiator-style battlefield. A huge crowd roars. In a box above, the mysterious ruler watches with his assistant, Jarvis. Sam is tossed into battle. He dodges his enemy's first disc, barely surviving. Watching the arena next to his, he sees what happens if you don't dodge. A program gets derezed in an instant. Forced to fight, Sam learns fast. He uses his disc defensively at first, then manages to trick his opponent by breaking the arena floor, sending the enemy falling. It's a win, but there's no time to rest. The next challenger is faster, more aggressive. Sam fights hard, eventually escaping to the next round, drawing the attention of Jarvis. In the final arena, Sam meets his last opponent, Rinsler. Rinsler is different. He has 2 discs and fights with inhuman skill. As gravity shifts and floors collapse, Rinsler overpowers Sam. But when he sees Sam's blood, something no program has, he stops. Rinslow looks up at the viewing box, signaling that this isn't a program. It's a user. The ruler demands Sam's identity. Sam replies, "Sam Flynn." Gasps echo across the arena. He's immediately brought to a private chamber, where the ruler removes his mask. It's Flynn. Or so it seems. A younger version, unchanged by time. Sam is overwhelmed. But this man doesn't seem to recognize him. The figure checks Sam's disk and finds nothing useful. Sam pleads to go home. But the answer is no. Because this isn't Kevin Flynn. It's CLU. Next, Sam is sent to the Light Cycle Arena, where elite programs fight on glowing bikes at breakneck speeds. Jarvis hypes up the crowd while a mysterious figure watches from the shadows. Sam is teamed up with other captives to face CLU's ruthless enforcers. One by one, Sam's teammates are eliminated. He crashes. Just as CLU approaches, ready to finish him off, a new vehicle bursts in. It's a light runner. The mysterious driver picks up Sam, defeats a few enemies, then smashes through the arena wall, escaping into the Outlands, a place where CLU's forces can't follow. Once safe, the driver removes her helmet. She's Cora. She brings Sam to a quiet home tucked away on a hill. There, Sam is finally reunited with the real Kevin Flynn. The two embrace father and son, together again after so long. As Cora shows Sam around, he learns that Flynn has spent years teaching her about the real world through books, games, and philosophy. Later, at dinner, Sam demands answers. Flynn explains that long ago, he, Tron, and CLU tried to build the perfect system. But then, something amazing happened. ISOs, isomorphic algorithms, emerged on their own. These beings had biodigital DNA and the power to solve real-world mysteries. Flynn was in awe, but CLU, obsessed with perfection, saw them as flaws. CLU betrayed them. He staged a coup, killed the ISOs in a horrific event called the Purge, and Derez Tron. Flynn escaped to the Outlands. But the portal back to the real world closed, and it stayed closed for years. Time in the grid is warped. 8 hours here is just 30 seconds out there. If Sam made it inside, it means the portal is open again. Sam wants to leave with his father, but Flynn refuses. He believes CLU sent the page to lure them in. If CLU gets Flynn's identity disk, he could control the portal and break into the real world. Frustrated and disappointed, Sam isolates himself in his room. Meanwhile, Cora secretly removes a hidden object from one of her books. She hands it to Sam, explaining that it will help him find a program named Zeus, someone who once helped the ISOs during the Purge. Rumor has it Zeus can access any location in the grid. Without telling Flynn, Sam sneaks out, taking his father's light cycle and riding into the city. There, he trades the cycle for a cloak to blend in. But one of CLU's guards finds the abandoned light cycle suspicious and traces it back to Flynn's hideout. CLU soon arrives and finds the place empty. As he searches, he remembers the moment Flynn first created him, a time filled with hope and purpose. Now, betrayed and enraged, CLU smashes everything in sight. Back in the city, Sam is approached by Jem, who takes him to Zeus's club, a loud, glowing party zone filled with strange programs. There, Sam meets Zeus, an eccentric and theatrical figure. But just as they begin talking strategy, Zeus reveals his betrayal. He's called CLU soldiers, hoping to make a deal. Chaos breaks out. Sam fights the attackers, and Cora arrives to help, but the odds are overwhelming. During the battle, Cora's arm is derezed. Suddenly, Flynn appears, using his powerful admin abilities to derez the enemies around him. He grabs Sam and Cora and rushes them into an elevator. But just before the doors close, one soldier snatches Flynn's identity disk. The elevator is sabotaged and begins falling. Zeus kills the soldier and claims the disk for himself, dreaming of power. Flynn manages to hack the elevator and stop it from crashing. He then scolds Sam for acting recklessly. The trio boards a solar sailor, a long-range digital ship, and set course for the portal. As they travel, Flynn repairs Cora's arm by reorganizing the corrupted code on her disk. He reveals a shocking truth. Cora is the last surviving ISO. Back at the club, Zeus offers CLU a deal, Flynn's disk in exchange for control of the city. CLU pretends to agree, takes the disk, then immediately betrays Zeus. He blows up the club, derezing both Zeus and Jem. Meanwhile, Sam and Flynn bond aboard the solar sailor. Sam tells his father about the real world, the rise of Wi-Fi, and the passing of his grandparents. Flynn regrets everything and says he'd give up all his inventions just to have spent more time with his son. Cora soon wakes up and shares a heartfelt moment with Sam, revealing that Flynn once saved her during the Purge. Curious about Earth, she asks Sam what a sunrise looks like. He smiles and tries his best to describe it. Suddenly, a massive carrier intercepts the solar sailor. The trio hides among the cargo and discovers something horrifying. Dozens of programs are being forcibly taken to be reprogrammed into soldiers for CLU. Rinsler shows up to investigate. Flynn stares in disbelief. Rinsler is Tron. His old friend has been reprogrammed and turned into CLU's loyal enforcer. To create a diversion, Cora gives Sam her disc and rushes to confront Rinsler. He captures her immediately and flies away. Flynn and Sam use the chance to escape. CLU returns to his tower with Cora and stores the stolen disc. Flynn and Sam arrive just in time to watch CLU rally his army, revealing his plan to use Flynn's disc to enter the real world and perfect it. Realizing time is running out, Flynn and Sam split up. Flynn heads to the light jet hangar and reprograms a guard to gain access to a vehicle. Sam sneaks into CLU's tower, fights off guards, and corners Jarvis. Intimidated, Jarvis gives up the disc. But then Rinsler appears, holding Cora hostage. A fierce battle breaks out. With Cora's help, Sam defeats Rinsler and knocks him off the tower. Sam grabs Cora and leaps off the edge, gliding to safety with a winged chute. They reunite with Flynn and take off in the light jet. Meanwhile, CLU returns to the tower and finds Rinsler climbing back in. Enraged by Jarvis's failure, CLU dereses him on the spot. Then he and his army launch into the sky in their own light jets. Above the sea of simulation, Sam mans the jet's turret while Cora pilots through enemy fire. CLU's forces close in, and Rinsler approaches. He locks eyes with Flynn and something changes. Memories return. Tron is awakening. In a final act of rebellion, he shouts, "I fight for the users," and collides with CLU's jet, causing it to crash. As he sinks into the sea, his lights turn from orange to blue, the color of his true self. The trio finally reaches the portal, but CLU is already there. He blocks their path and confronts Flynn, insisting that he only followed his creator's directive to build a perfect system. Flynn sadly admits that perfection is impossible because it's unknowable, something Flynn himself didn't understand when he created CLU. CLU lashes out. Flynn yells at Sam and Cora to go. Sam hesitates, not wanting to leave his father again. He tries to fight, but Cora pushes him away. CLU takes what he believes is Flynn's disc, but when he checks it, he discovers it's actually Cora's. Flynn had switched them. Enraged, CLU tries to leap across the gateway, but Flynn performs a master move, a fusion technique, pulling CLU into himself. Flynn's final words are full of pride as he watches Sam escape. As the two merge, a brilliant explosion consumes them, and the grid is destroyed. Back in the real world, Sam awakens in Flynn's old arcade office. He saves the grid's code onto a microchip and places it around his neck. Then he pages Alan and tells him he was right all along. Sam plans to reclaim NCOM and wants Alan as chairman. Before leaving, Sam meets Cora outside. She's amazed by everything, and Sam smiles, saying he has something to show her. They hop on his bike and ride into the early morning light as Cora sees her very first sunrise. So that's it. Hope you enjoy the story. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more videos.